This is getting a bit ridiculous. What's going on, comic book fans? Welcome back to Comics Rediscovered. I've recently been buying some stuff on Whatnot, and I keep intending to do a video, an unboxing video, but every time I do, I order something else and decide I'll wait for that. But it's now getting a little bit out of hand. I need to put some of this stuff away. So I'm going to go through an unboxing, and we'll talk about Whatnot for ordering comics. First up, I'm going to start with some raw books. We'll get those out of the way, and then I've got a bunch of slabs and some pretty big slabs for my collection. Alrighty, raw books first. We'll just plow through these pretty quick from various sellers, and we'll talk about the pricing and deals on some of this stuff as we go. Thor number 5, building up a collection of this Thor run. Then we've got Moon Knight 188. This is the lenticular variant for Sun King and the Moon Knight 25 cover swipe. I actually have one signed by Sienkiewicz, so you can check out that video. I'll link it up here somewhere. Then we've got Department of Truth number 11. Infamous Iron Man number 9. Awesome series, and there's a great cover here. Check that out. I like that cover. International Iron Man, the hip hop cover. And then these ones are, I believe, all from the same seller. Marvel .1, first cover appearance, I think, of America Chavez. And Captain Marvel and Star. This is the first appearance of Star. And this is the, what do they call it? Spoiler cover, because it has her name in there. And then we've got Wind number 1. This is the B variant, I believe. This one is going off to CGC, or not CGC. This is going off to CBCS. It does have a bit of a bend in the corner. I don't know if that's from shipping or it came that way. But press, and this will be going off. There we go. So all these raw books were actually a pretty good price. I did battle a little bit over the Wind, but nothing insane. Because I'm in Canada, if I'm buying raw books, I have to look at what the seller's offering and make sure that I'm buying more than one. The shipping, once you're crossing the border, is $13 for the first book and then $1 after. So if you're buying a $5 book and paying $13 for shipping, that's insane. So I always try and buy, a couple raws. I think there were some other raw books that I picked up as well, but those have already entered into the collection one way or the other. However, if we're buying slabs, that's where it gets fun. You can get some pretty good deals on slabs on Whatnot. This is an awesome one. This is one I was totally excited about, but I wasn't going to be able to bid on it. This Whatnot auction was running while I was working, and they had posted ahead of time. It was from Skybound. So I asked my friend who was staying with me to bid on it for me. I gave him a top dollar. I said, I'm looking at, $190 as my top. And he said, why not $200? Okay, fine. $200 is the top. I checked in on the auction after, and it went for higher than $200, but it still went to my friend. He decided bidding over was okay. So that's all right. I got the book. It cost me an extra $50 Canadian. So it's $220 US, I think. So an extra $50 Canadian. With shipping, it came to about $300 for a Firepower number 1 free comic book day. Signed by Robert Kirkman in a 9/8 yellow label. This is one I'm super excited about. I love this series. In my opinion, this is one of the best ongoing series right now. I love Firepower. I did a review for the first 12 issues in Prelude, so you can check that out. I'll leave the link somewhere. But super stoked to get that book. That is a big one that stays in my collection. So, because these have all been sitting around, I don't really know what's in each box right now. This one, got a list, and package. So I believe this package and one of the other ones are from the same seller. Yeah. Oh, this one still has a couple raw books. All right. So, this one, I bought the slab first, and we were sitting around playing board games, so I just left the auction open. And I was bidding on things just as they came up. So we've got Immortal Hulk Flatline, number 1. I haven't read this, but I thought that was just a dope cover. I love Declan's artwork. That's a great Hulk cover. I like that. And then we got Silver Surfer, number 1. It's actually in pretty good condition. I have this in a 9. I will take this out and have a closer look at it. This might actually be a better grade than a 9. If so, I've just upgraded for, I don't know what that cost me. $4. Venom 200. I just think that's an awesome Venom 200 cover. Book's in great shape. Yeah. Nice looking book. But this one was a steal of a deal. Moon Knight 188 for Sun King. If you're seeing a pattern here with the Moon Knight stuff, where did it go? There we go. This is the variant. This is the standard cover, and this one 8.5. Not the highest grade in the world, but this slab was, I think, $30. That's the cost of getting a book slabbed in the first place. So for $30, and then I spent, I think, another $10 on the raw books, and then that would have been $16 shipping. So 10, 16, 26, 30, $55, $56 for a slab and some dope raw books. That's a great deal. So happy to add that as well. 2 more slabs, and both pretty decent prices. This one, this is Expert Packing. So this is from Fictone. He's got an IG, and he's also on Whatnot. Both are Fictone. Check him out. The Moon Knight slab and this slab are both from him. And this was a great deal as well. This is Radiant Black number 1. This is the 1:10 ratio variant in a 9.8. And he had this up. eBay price right now on this book is about $125, $135 US. And he had it up for, I want to say 80, something like that. And I think I got it off him for like $75. Way under the going value. Again, another awesome series. This is another one of those current series that I'm really digging. And that's a dope cover. I always love ratio variants, so a 1:10 variant with dope artwork. I love the blue and black. It kind of goes with the theme. So really stoked to pick that up and at a fantastic price. Alrighty, and the last one. This is a big book. So this one wasn't cheap. It wasn't crazy expensive, but it wasn't cheap. It is the first Korvac Giant Size Defenders number 3, first Korvac, and I think I paid just under 300 Canadian, which isn't bad. I bought this book quite a while ago, maybe 2 months ago now, 2-3 months ago, and the price has gone up since then. I think Korvac is coming to the MCU. It's a 7.5, not a bad grade for a book from 1975, and it's dirty. It's creased. This is one of those books that is potentially getting opened up, cleaned, pressed, and resubmitted. It can probably get a solid grade bump out of this. My only concern is there's a bit of a small tear in the corner here, and it's a square bound book, which is, I think, pretty difficult to press because the staples are on the inside and you can't actually get a board in there. So we'll see. Either way, that's a wicked slab. I'm really happy to have that one as well. Dope cover. Major character that's probably coming to the MCU at some point. You know, major Avengers villain with a huge saga. I think he's coming. So, what about Whatnot? if you can sit through some of the auctions, which I actually find are pretty fun. The guys running the auctions usually have a lot of personality. They make it fun. They're running prizes and stuff like that all the time. You know, you buy a book, they enter you into the lot to win a prize. So I've had a lot of fun with it. And if you can sit it out and you can wait for the right price, you can get some crazy deals as long as you don't get caught up in the hype of auctioning. It's happened to me a few times. There's a couple raw books that I overpaid for because I got caught up in the bidding. One of them I think is coming in soon, and I overpaid by a couple dollars on like a $40 book. So no big deal. I'll get the money back if I ever decide to sell it. But if you're looking at Slabs and you can wait around, you can get a screaming deal on some of these books. Like, that's a good deal. This Radiant Black was an awesome deal. Of course, the Moon Knight book for $30. You can't go wrong for $30. Just be careful of the shipping and getting caught up in the bidding. That's the two things to worry about. Otherwise, it's been way better than eBay, right? The shipping is quick. If you're selling, it's for sure better because the price they take is way, way lower. The percentage eBay takes has gotten crazy. This is cheaper, so people are selling stuff for cheaper. You get a better deal as a buyer, you get a better deal as a seller. So check out Whatnot. If you haven't checked it out already, Whatnot is potentially an awesome place to pick up some nice books. Leave a comment below. Let me know, what do you think? What's your favorite book that I got out of here? Mine, I think, is this Firepower, with Radiant Black as a close second. This Firepower and Radiant Black both make me happy. Those are staying in the collection. This one, we'll see what happens with Korvac in the MCU. But smash that subscribe button, leave a comment below, like the video, and I'll catch you in the next video.